An aircraft crosses the sky bringing relief for some. Food parcels are being delivered. The most vulnerable are the children. Parts of South Sudan are facing the UN's first declared famine since 2011, with worrying signs of impending mass starvation.
People are already dying. And so we have done everything possible to try to keep things from getting to this. But without that access to some of the worst affected areas, there's really only so much humanitarian relief can do without meaningful peace and security.
Harvests have been affected, and inflation is running at 800%, making food unaffordable to millions. The UN and its partners are working on providing support and say they need $1.6 billion to avert a certain disaster. The conflict has made large swathes of South Sudan dangerous and difficult for humanitarian organizations to provide regular access. The war erupted nearly 3 years ago when President Salva Kiir accused his Vice President Riek Machar of a coup attempt, something the Vice President denied. Kiir's Dinka loyalists targeted Machar's Nuer people and vice versa, leaving thousands dead and more than 1 million displaced. It is being called a man-made catastrophe by many.
There's no catastrophe like this that really isn't man-made. It's not a drought, it's not a tsunami or an earthquake. It's not something that we haven't been warning about now for several years.
And the UN says it's going to get worse and leave around 5.5 million South Sudanese in need of emergency food aid. That's nearly half of the country's population. For years, South Sudan's children have been living in the shadow of war. Now they face another deadly challenge: famine. Farai Sebenzo, CNN, Nairobi.